Hey guys! Alrighty, so today's video is all about my backyard garden. Yes, I'm actually doing container gardening and my backyard's kind of small, so I can't really do like a ton of raised beds or anything like that, but that is no problem. I wasn't trying to like go really hardcore on this. So anyway, I have been doing a few different types of veggies and whatnot in the backyard, so I thought I would share it with you guys, take some video and pictures to show so you can see what's up in my garden. So, yeah, this is going to be kind of short and sweet here. Again, I am not like a super serious gardener. Everything's in containers, but it's been working out great. I'm enjoying this nice, relaxing garden. I haven't really been doing a ton of work. It's been kind of simple. So we'll see what happens in the next coming years, maybe the next few summers. But all right, see you guys soon. Okay, so this is my garden here. Like I said, everything's in containers. This first container has my Roma tomatoes, and I think I had two plant starts in this pot, both of them Roma tomatoes. So you can see right now, this is August 8th, and I have a lot of tomatoes here on this plant. Just a couple of them are starting to get a little bit red, nothing too much as yet. Here's another one getting red, but definitely some huge Roma tomatoes. I'm trying to keep up with my watering. When things are in containers, you have to do that. All right. This one over here, I absolutely love. This is my jalapeno plant. And in this container, it's pretty small, but I actually have two jalapeno plant starts in here also. And you can see a ton of jalapenos already on this plant, on these two plants. And everything's looking good. Some of them are starting to get a little bit dark, so I'm hoping they will eventually change color. But yeah, that one looks amazing. Lots of jalapenos to come from this little guy here. All right, and over here in this black container, I have some cherry tomatoes. I think they're sweet 100, I don't remember, as well as some pear tomatoes. Those are the ones that just turn yellow and they look like a pear. And so I believe I have just those two plants in here, one of each kind, but they are growing so big. Here are couple of my pear tomatoes. Still a lot of green ones on there, but definitely the cherry tomatoes have been turning red, and I have already picked off a lot of these. So I've been just kind of taking these, using them day by day, and while I wait for the others to keep ripening. So great plant, super easy, doesn't take a lot of work. And over here, I have a topsy-turvy strawberry planter. I only put in, I think, maybe 5 strawberry starts in here. So I didn't actually grow a ton of strawberries this year because I just didn't pick up a lot of the starts to put in there. But you can see I have a few. I've got some flowers growing here, and yeah, this is kind of my little potted section over here with just tomatoes and jalapenos and a few strawberries, but I've been getting some strawberries. It's not too bad. And then over here, I have some more flowers, but I have my pepper garden. So this plant is banana peppers. As you can see, I love banana peppers. They are growing so well. They're a nice yellow right now. I'd like to see if I can get a couple to turn red. And over here, I have another pepper plant, and this one is habanero. So I've got a few little guys kind of starting up here. You can see lots of flowers coming out. So I'm hoping to get a few habaneros too. And these are cute little grow bags that I have them in. And then up here on my deck, I have a tiny little self-pollinating blueberry plant. And this bush, I've only had it now, I guess, a couple summers, so just a few blueberries here. Okay, so it is August 21st. I've moved my plants over closer to the fence. This is my jalapeno plant. It is looking great. Still a lot of jalapenos. I've taken some off of that one. And here we go back with our cherry tomatoes and the pear tomatoes. Again, I've been getting so many of these. I've been eating a ton of these little cherry tomatoes because they just ripen so quickly and they produce a lot. My pear tomatoes haven't been doing as great. They don't ripen very quickly, at least they haven't this year. But you can see some of the branches are just totally bent over because it's so heavy with the produce on it. And back over here, I still have my aroma tomatoes. I tried to cut out a lot of the leaves so that some sunlight could get into the actual center of the plant and get up onto the tomatoes and all of that. And so I tried to cut it back kind of a lot, but there's still a lot of leaves on here. So I kind of need to go through again and thin out some of the leaves so that the tomatoes just have lots of space and air moving around them so they can keep growing. You can see they're getting red. I definitely got some red ones on here and they are big. That's how big this one is. So really good size Roma tomato actually. But lots more green ones still on this tomato plant here. I've gotten pretty much most of the strawberries that I think I'm going to get this year, but I still have a couple flowers here on this vine, lots of vines shooting out everywhere, and a few strawberries still needing to ripen, so that was cool. My kids like eating that. And back over to my little pepper garden. My banana peppers are doing great. You can see they're starting to change color. Some are still yellow, but I'm getting a couple that are turning red. So I was happy to see that. I'll see if they end up being spicier. I don't know. We'll see. I hope so. But these look great. Again, they're really nice and they're getting pretty long. That's a pretty good size here. So I'm not too disappointed with that. Hopefully next year I can maybe try planting these in a pot. I'm not sure. We'll see. But I've got a couple hiding back here, a couple up near the top. So that's great. I'm really happy with the banana peppers. And then back to my habaneros over here. They are kind of well hidden beneath the leaves. But let's see if I can find a couple and show you guys. Yeah, so there is a tiny little habanero way back in there. And let's see, there's another one kind of behind those leaves here. If I can move them out of the way, you can see. So I've definitely got some growth going. There's some more here. They're kind of all the same size right now, but I'm getting some growing, so I'm really happy about that. I'm definitely going to grow some more peppers the next summer, I think. So yeah. This is one of my Roma tomatoes. They ended up with a nice, rich, dark red color and they tasted great. I did get all of my banana peppers and I went ahead and actually pickled them. I just made them to keep in the fridge. They weren't canned or anything, but I did a mix of banana peppers and jalapenos and they were fabulous. I only got about a handful of blueberries this year, so I may need to trim my bush or do something different next year. And here are my jalapenos. This is from September 14th. I had already picked some of these to use with those banana peppers. I had made jalapeno poppers, and I still have a ton more jalapenos growing on this bush. So I'm super excited about that. I do plan to make some more jalapeno poppers with these guys right here. And I was so pumped to see that a couple of my jalapenos turned red before I got to pick them. So that's great. This is what they are looking like and they're just perfect. I did use some of my leftover green tomatoes and red tomatoes and jalapenos to make salsa verde and red salsa. And a friend of mine gave me about 20 pounds of her tomatoes. They were just gleanings from the end of her garden and I made more salsa. Then I went to my local produce stand and they had a ton of different apple varieties. So I went ahead and canned some applesauce. You can see it here. The large jars are made sugar-free, which is great. And then I just made a couple smaller jars where I tested out putting some maple syrup in there. All right, so that's it. Well, I love doing my garden this year. I tried out a couple new things. I'm looking forward to next year. So I hope you guys had fun if you did a garden this year as well. Bye.